What's going on, gang? Matt here, country song teacher. Hope you're doing well. I've taught thousands of people all over the world acoustic guitar. And I think by doing that, I've had many experiences with people. Many people give me their feedback. So what I want to do in this video is kind of walk through 3 or 4 or 5 things that I've learned from teaching thousands of people all over the world. God's blessed me to be a decent teacher for a beginner guitarist. And I've seen their struggles. I've seen their achievements, that kind of thing. I want to share those with you all. Maybe can tell you something that can help you on your journey. Maybe a little reminder. I've heard one time somebody said we need to be reminded more, we need to be taught. So hopefully I can remind you or maybe even teach you something in this video. Let's do this. So one of the first takeaways I've found when I teach people guitar is you have to answer the question, what kind of guitar player do you want to be? And I say this because I think so many people think that everybody, every kid, every teenager, every elderly person, whatever, that learns guitar thinks they've got to be John Mayer. They think they got to be Jimi Hendrix. They got to be the lead guitarist for Guns N' Roses. And I have found that the majority of people do not want that. The majority of people want to be able to have acoustic guitar and just kind of, I'm going to be somebody. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. They just want to strum along a few chords, maybe recognize some songs on the radio, maybe hear a song in church, and be able to go back and play it on guitar while they sing. And again, this was 100% me. So I have a family, I've got a wife, I've got 3 kids, I run my own business, I have multiple things I'm doing with my time. To say I'm going to sit down for hours and learn all these scales up and down and finger picking up, that's not me. That might be you, and that's fine. So I'm not telling you there's a right or wrong answer. I would just say you need to know, what are your goals with guitar? My goal was never to be the world's greatest guitar player. I love to sing, I love to have a good time, I love to entertain, I love to teach. So anytime I can just get to Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. It could be a song you hear in church, whatever. I just like to sit down, strum along, and sing. Maybe that's you too, I don't know. But when you're finding your teacher, you need your teacher to be in line. If they're teaching you all these power chords and heavy metal stuff and distortion on guitar, and you're like, that's cool and all, I just kind of wanted to strum along and sing. I heard some songs in my church or on K-Love radio, I thought it sounded cool, so I just want to sing. This is not me. So make sure your teacher's in line with your goals is the first thing. The second thing is kind of similar. Don't try to get too fancy too fast. I think many people, particularly kids, I have found they get frustrated and quit because they try to get too fancy. Like, for example, I'm teaching my 10-year-old now. All I'm teaching him first is maybe this A5 chord, then E minor. I'm having him just getting used to filling the strings, just going to 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after that, I started having him learn 3 chords, a G, C, and D. And all I have him do is lock in the 2 bottom strings to the 3rd fret, a G's 5th and 6th, slide both fingers down for a C, slide both fingers, 1 finger down here for the D. Smile on your face, smile on your face, lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you catch me. Keith Whitley when you say nothing at all. And all that is going back and forth between those 3 chords. So we can get down the neck, playing different bar chords, different scales, that stuff way down the road. Right now, I just want him to recognize a chord or 2. So when you're first learning especially, do something that can give you some confidence, some momentum. Even if you're not sounding great, you're at least having some progress of some songs you know or some chords you know or something maybe you or one of your friends can sit around and sing to. That's number 2. Number 3 is, what was number 3 again? I forgot. Okay, I'm getting old. Number 3 is there are multiple ways to play certain chords. And here's why I say this. For example, y'all know when I talk about a C chord, I play a C add 9. I keep the bottom 2 strings locked, and I go 4th string, 2nd fret, 5th string, and strum the bottom 5. If you look up a C chord, and an actual C chord on guitar is 2nd string of the 1st fret, 4th string of the 2nd fret, and 5th string of the 3rd fret, like that. Maybe you know my story. When I first started learning guitar, going from a G, all my fingers off C, G, took me so long for years, I just quit. I would come back again, I just could not do that. That movement made me quit guitar for years. I missed out on hours and hours of fun of playing because I could not go to a C chord. You could say, oh, you should have been practicing. You want to learn it the right way. That's fine if you believe that. But I have found the C add 9 90% of the time in country songs, worship songs, that kind of thing. It sounds just as good because what it is, you're switching those top 2 strings. And you're playing, again, instead of your ring finger and middle finger playing like that, it's just these 2 fingers. You're getting the core of it right. You just switch these 2 here. So that tip alone has taught thousands of people all over the world a new way of playing the C chord. It gave them confidence to switch the chords faster. It allowed them to kind of have some confidence and move on. So that's the 3rd thing I would say is maybe, for example, you struggle with bar chords. I was on TikTok Live the other day, and this lady said she cannot play bar chords. She's tried and tried. For example, a B minor, you'd bar the 2nd fret, 2nd string of the 3rd fret, and then 4th and 3rd like this. So that'd be a B minor. I told her, I said, why don't you play an A minor, 2nd, 4th, and 3rd, A minor chord, slide it up 2 frets, and just strum the bottom 4 strings. Leave out the top 2. It's going to sound just as good. And then you can go A, B minor, G, A. D, B minor. And she's like, man, that changed everything for me. So instead of being frustrated, she can work on bar chords and down the road maybe get those. But for the time being, if she sees a song has a B minor, you can do that little hack. So there's all kinds of little hacks and shortcuts, if you'll let yourself learn those, that'll help you just kind of get over the hump, so to speak, give you a little confidence and keep you, instead of seeing certain songs with certain chords, you see those go, wow, I can never play that. You go, oh, I do a little hack. I'll do a different version of that chord. So hopefully that can be a blessing to you. A couple more I was thinking of. I tell people this all the time, and I get 5, 10 emails, comments, DMs, something a day from people all over the world thanking me for this. Strumming is about timing. I've got a whole strumming course that's 90 minutes. If you want to check that out, where I go over this and stuff in detail. But if you look at your right hand like a drum, so instead of having drumsticks right here playing, you're going boom, 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 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now you're really just chording with this left hand. Let's say you're a right-handed player. Listening for the timing and the rhythm of the song more than a pattern. When I see somebody say, what's the strumming pattern? And somebody says, it's down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. I'm just like, what is that? There is a time and a place for strumming patterns, don't get me wrong. And sometimes you'll hear me say a strumming pattern. But in general, when you start thinking it's down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, switch, down, down, up, the rhythm is so thrown off rather than going you got to have that rhythm and flow to a song, or it's just going to sound so messed up and up, down, down. So strumming is about timing. Focus that right hand on rhythm and look at it like a drummer. That can change everything for you. So the last thing I would say is learn how to transpose chords, guys. This is the last little nugget I'll give you, and I'll sign off here. Learn how to transpose chords. Transpose just means you can take certain chords. You can use a capo. I don't have one here. A capo to clip on here, or you can change the chords. You just you just take the chords the same distance apart. So if a C goes down to a D, a C goes up to a D, then an F would go up to a G. You take whatever chords you see, take them all up the same distance, and that's how you can take hard songs that maybe if you're a beginner you can't play. It'll give you the ability to play those. So I hope something I said can kind of stick to you and kind of say, oh man, I never thought about that. That does make sense. Hope it's a blessing to you. If you know someone wanting to learn guitar, please share this video with them. maybe something I said can be a motivator or something to keep them from stopping and giving up. Because I want you all to learn acoustic guitar. I love acoustic guitar. I love just sitting around strumming, having a good old time, and I hope you can be able to find a blessing in it too. If you want to check out my beginner guitar courses, maybe the strumming course I referred to, I have digital songbooks, all that kind of fun stuff. My website is called countrysongteacher.com. countrysongteacher.com. Hopefully, like I said, you can find something that's a blessing over there. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.